Welcome to Mama Beyond Sight, and I am your host, and my name is Sandra. Welcome, everyone. Today we'll be speaking about spiritual elusive dreaming and some of the signs, or why do I depict certain signs. So once again, welcome to Mama Beyond Sight. If you are in search of ancestral message, meditation, tarot card reading, along with intuitive readings, and we have incorporated dream journaling, you are welcome to join us. If you are seeking some answers to your questions that are not clear here on this earthly plane, you're welcome to join us. If you are seeking to learn more about your emotional state of being, we also can do that. I have incorporated my counseling background along with my spirituality tools in order to help give you a clear and accurate message. So join Mama Beyond Sight. We welcome you home. Be blessed and be well, my lovely. I am your host, and my name is Sandra. Welcome to Mama Beyond Sight. And the topic today is spiritual elusive dreaming and some of the signs that we receive in our dreams. I want to clarify the whys. I feel that not all interpretation to a dream applies to everyone. It's not a one size fit all. What I might depict as a sign, it might not be a sign for you. And we have to be vigilant to that, okay? Because once again, we have to bear out or balance out our emotional state of being, right? We could be having elusive dreams and not necessarily is a spiritual elusive dream, and it's playing out your emotions, they'll come out in your dreams. For example, some people might dream constantly of falling, and it might mean one thing to one person and mean something else to someone else, But if you want to generalize it, it could be fear of something, right? Fear not completing, fear of unaccomplished goals. Once again, it varies. There is not one set interpretation. There are many people that say basic interpretations, and that's fine. Sometimes it does fit, but you have to analyze it for yourself. A body of water is another dream that many people dream of. Yes, it could be, a spiritual message. There are many entities or spirit guides that deal with the water as Oloku, Yemaya, Oshun, and quite a few more, they might be sending you a message depending on the body of water, depending if it's clean, clear, if it's dirty, But in the physical form, it could mean a whole different interpretation. It could mean, you feel like you're being lost, you feel overwhelmed, You're very emotional, etc. So you have to be very careful with just depicting dreams in one facet, because it's not one size fit all. It does not. You know, I usually take the numbers that I see in my dreams, and I look it up in the book of Psalms. You might not be having that feeling to do that, and that's fine. That's your interpretation. That's your spiritual guide or your angel guiding you elsewhere. Mine guides me towards the book of Psalms, okay, or a passage in the Bible, or a passage in the Selected Prayers, by Alan Cardell. It could be a number for you to play the lotto. It could be, so many things. You could take those numbers and look it up in the tarot cards. It could be somebody's birthday, etc. The list could go on. But you have to go by your intuition. You have to go by your gut feeling. What do you feel inside? What is your how is your spirit guiding you? It could be colors, you know. You could look up the interpretation to colors, and that's fine. But once again, that's not always fit for everyone. You know, it's just not. Now if your spirit directs you and tells you this is what it is, well, me personally, the way I allow my spirit to guide me, okay, to show me the way. I don't just go with the same interpretation that somebody else may have, and that's fine to do that. That is welcome, because two heads are better than one. But it's not always on solid rock, if you understand, my lovelies. I've created this platform in order for you to see and understand different scenarios of dreams, okay, that you might be having and don't have an answer to. Different scenarios of dreams, the basics for you to question yourself or question others, and start doing some footwork, start doing some research. It's no shame in going into the basics and Google what red means. That's fine. But okay, so take that answer, and do you feel that's what it is in your heart of heart? Because your spirit, your higher self will tell you if it's so. All right. So these are tools for thought. Okay. Guiding you towards that light, and for you to keep doing research. Because once again, the numbers that I see on some of my dreams might not call out to you. Maybe the color of the numbers might call out to you. You see what I'm saying? What catches your eye? What pops out in your dream to you? Okay. Because spiritual elusive dreaming, once again, is hard to remember certain parts. But when it's when it's very important, this dream will pop out to you. Certain parts of the dream will retain in your memory. All right. We have to keep in mind that spiritual elusive dreaming, it's It's not a regular dream. It's not a normal dream. It's when you're in contact with spirit. Okay. When you are actually behind that veil. All right. And there are important messages, or once again, tools that you need to bring back in order to help you in this lifetime. All right. So hopefully you understood that, and you know, jot down what mostly pops out to you. You know, once again, color, a scent, a person that you constantly see, you know, in your dream. Like for me, is my mother lately. These past couple of months, she's always somewhere in the dream, always, you know. That's a message there for me. Okay, but it might not be for you. The seeing flowers or the smell, etc., might be the message for you. Okay, and how do we interpret flowers? Just jot it down in your journal and keep reading it. The message will come. All right. So today I'm going to share uh, a spiritual elusive dream that I had, and some of us might call it a vision. Some of us might call it a revelación. Okay, but whatever we want to label it, this dream is not a normal dream. This dream is very vivid. Okay, and I was like in a awake state and asleep. Okay, meaning I was neither here nor there. I was somewhere in between. All right. So I could hear that I was almost falling asleep, and I could hear someone exploding firecrackers, right? And it sounded pretty far first, and then it sounded like it was right in front of my house. And it was short, maybe about 5 minutes or so. Then I could hear, people talking about how they were celebrating some child's birthday. So I was like, okay, very nice. And that's kind of unique, to do fireworks for a child's birthday. But okay. So I stood in trying to go deeper into my sleep. And all of a sudden I felt my spiritual self get up. And I was drawn to my door, to my front door. And I saw the door was open, and I could hear this man on one side of my window, like walking towards my door, telling me, yeah, I'm going to and I'm going to cut your head. So I'm seeing my spirit trying to close the door, but as soon as I was able to pull the door, the door was almost like rubber. So he was pulling the door on the other side, and he was like, "Look at you! You can't even close your door." So I'm still struggling to pull the door just a little bit so I could lock it, and he just kept telling me, "Let me in, let me in, let me in, let me do it, let me do it." And I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to die. So I kept fidgeting with the door, and I could smell his breath. He smelled like he was drinking heavily alcohol. And he just kept telling me, let me in, let me in, let me do it, let me do it. I want you, I want you. So finally, I yelled out for one of my spiritual guides, and I was able to close the door. And he was very angry. He was mad, but he wasn't able to come in. So he kept pasting and saying something under his breath. I couldn't hear what he was saying. Anyway, then I heard him like get on his car and go away. So at that moment that I heard the car pulling away, I woke up, like my spirit snapped back into my body, and I sat up on the bed, and I'm looking around and I'm saying to myself, did this really happen? Or am I delusional? You know. So I noticed that when I went to sleep, I had covered myself, but when I sat up, I was uncovered. You know, these are the things, these are the little details that we need to pay attention. You know, because these are the little details that Spirit is pointing out. Right? What does this dream mean? At the top of my head, I'm still analyzing it, but to me is a warning, a warning. You know, someone is trying to attack me spiritually, but they cannot pass the threshold, which is great. You know, thank you to Source, God, Jesus, and my spiritual guides that have not um, let me down. Yeah. Why? People have different reasons for attacking someone else spiritually. And usually they make no sense. Right? So it doesn't even matter the why, you know. It's what you're gonna do about it. And what I do, I surrender it. I surrender it. Surrender it to Source and my angels. They know better. Okay. I don't dirty my hands with anybody's crap. So, my lovelies, if you have any dreams that you would like to share on the community, you're welcome to do that. If you have any ideas of the dream that I just shared, you are welcome to do that also, my lovelies. Mama Beyond Sight welcomes you. I have created this space here, Dream Spiritual Journaling, in order to help me and help you out. Okay? So you have a safe space here on Mama Beyond Sight. And together we learn, you know. There's no right or wrong way, you know. But two heads are better than one, as I said earlier. And with that, I'm clear, my lovelies. Thank you to my subscribers. And we're very close to the 300 milestone. So get ready, my lovelies. For all my subscribers, we're going to do a gratitude fest. And I'll go live and we'll chat and play some games and give out some goodies. Okay, my lovelies. So if you have not subscribed, you still have the opportunity. Join this wonderful home that we've created together. Mama Beyond Sight. I am your host and my name is Sandra. Be blessed and be well. Sorry. Come on. I'm going to do a pucker up training because you know, you guys are forgetting how to pucker. Come on, remember, a small star in a dark sky shines brightly, and so do you, my lovelies. And when that star is shining, I want you to smooches. Wait, don't want to jump my dog. Come on. Come on. Pucker up. Later.